Ezekiel 36, 1 to 38. God's promise of restoration. The mountains of Israel were broken. The land lay empty, scorched, forgotten. God's people were scattered like dust in the wind, exiled far from home. Their enemies mocked them. Where is your God now? But God saw it all. His heart burned with love for his people and his holy name. Through the prophet Ezekiel, God spoke words that would echo through eternity. I will restore you, he promised, not because you deserve it, but for my holy name's sake. The same God who promises restoration to ancient Israel promises restoration to you. When your life feels broken, scattered, empty, God sees. He remembers his promises. He will restore. God said he would sprinkle clean water on his people. He would wash away their shame, their guilt, their sin. He would give them new hearts, not hearts of stone, cold and dead, but hearts of flesh, warm and alive, hearts that beat with his love. Today, God offers you the same gift, a new heart, a clean start, a fresh beginning. He doesn't wait for you to fix yourself first. He makes you new. The Lord promised to put his Spirit within his people, not beside them or above them, but within them. His very breath, his life, his power living inside weak, broken, ordinary people. The same Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead wants to live in you, to guide you, to strengthen you, to make you more than you ever imagined possible. God said he would make the desolate land like the Garden of Eden, cities rebuilt, ruins restored, waste places blooming with life. What the enemy meant for destruction, God transforms into beauty. He takes the broken pieces of your life and creates something magnificent. Nothing is too shattered for his healing touch. The nations around Israel would see this miracle and know that God keeps his promises. They would witness restoration so complete, so beautiful, that they could only say, "The Lord has done this." When God restores your life, others will see. Your healing becomes their hope. Your restoration points them to the God who makes all things new. But this promise came with a condition. Not for God to act, but for his people to respond. I will increase you like a flock, God said. Like sheep following their shepherd, his people would multiply and flourish. But sheep must stay close to the shepherd. They must listen to his voice. They must trust his leading. The same is true for you today. God's restoration flows to those who draw near to him. He promised that his people would never again be ashamed. The years of exile, of mockery, of feeling forgotten, all erased by his restoring love. He would vindicate his name through their blessing. When others see how God restores the broken, they too will seek him. Your restoration story becomes an invitation for others to come home. This wasn't just about land or cities or political freedom. This was about relationship. God wanted his people close to him again. You will be my people, and I will be your God. That's the heart of every promise he makes. He doesn't just want to fix your circumstances. He wants to be your God. He wants you to be his beloved child. The mountains that once lay desolate would again hear laughter. The cities would fill with the sounds of celebration. Children would play in streets that had known only silence. Life would return where death had reigned. This is what God does. He brings life from death, hope from despair, beauty from ashes. He did it for Israel. He does it for you. When everything around you seems dead and dry, remember, God specializes in resurrection. He takes what looks impossible and makes it inevitable. He takes what feels hopeless and fills it with promise. The same hands that restored ancient Israel are working in your life right now. Every broken dream can be rebuilt. Every shattered hope can be renewed. Every wounded heart can be healed. Not because you are strong enough to fix it, but because He is faithful enough to restore it. God's promise still echoes today. I will sprinkle clean water on you. I will give you a new heart. I will put my Spirit within you. This isn't just ancient history. This is your invitation. This is your hope. This is your God calling you home to restoration that will amaze even you.